Welcome back, everyone. Today, we have a groundbreaking story that has gone unnoticed by many. Saudi Arabia is making a move that could accelerate the dollarization process and reshape the global financial order. So, grab your seats because this is big news that you won't want to miss. The world is witnessing a great reshuffling of power, and one major player in this game is Saudi Arabia. The kingdom is in talks to join the China-based BRICS Bank, a move that will strengthen the bloc's funding options and provide an alternative to the Western financial system. Why is this significant? Well, Saudi Arabia is the world's second-largest oil producer, and by joining the BRICS Bank, they are paving the way to become a full member of the bloc. This move not only destabilizes the dollar but also presents another blow to the US-Germany alliance. Let's talk numbers for a moment. Saudi Arabia, Iran, and the UAE collectively contribute to over 20% of global oil production. That's more than the United States. And when you add in China, Russia, and Brazil, the power shift becomes undeniable. The BRICS nations are already economic giants. They account for 25% of global GDP and 20% of the world's market cap. In fact, in certain measures, the BRICS bloc has already overtaken the G7 nations. It's clear that a new world order is emerging. But why is Saudi Arabia joining the BRICS Bank? The answer is simple: diversification. By issuing bonds through the BRICS Bank, Saudi Arabia can reduce its reliance on the US dollar and have more control over its funding options. Just look at what happened with Russia. When the United States imposed sanctions and blocked Russia from using the US dollar, it caused their sovereign bonds to crash in value. Saudi Arabia doesn't want to be vulnerable to such situations. The global debt market heavily relies on the US dollar, and countries issuing bonds in dollars are constantly exposed to the risk of dollar weaponization. By joining the BRICS Bank, Saudi Arabia can issue bonds outside of the dollar and better access Chinese markets. The BRICS Bank, centered in Shanghai, offers an alternative to the Western influence on the global financial system. It provides an opportunity for a multipolar financial system to emerge, offering countries more choices in terms of funding and investment. But the implications of Saudi Arabia joining the BRICS Bank go beyond diversification. It could potentially challenge the petrodollar system and lead to the pricing of oil away from the dollar. Currently, the majority of global trade, including oil sales, is conducted in dollars. However, with the BRICS nations collectively controlling over 30% of global oil production, they have the pricing power to dictate how they sell their oil. The BRICS nations also account for 30% of global oil demand. And that number increases to almost 45% when including other BRICS applicants like Iraq and Iran. This gives them significant bargaining power in determining the currency for oil transactions. Imagine a scenario where oil is priced in a basket of currencies, including the Chinese yuan, Russian ruble, and Saudi rial, instead of solely relying on the US dollar. This would weaken the dominance of the petrodollar and potentially reduce the influence of the United States in global financial affairs. Additionally, Saudi Arabia joining the BRICS Bank could strengthen economic ties with other member nations. It opens up opportunities for increased trade, investment, and cooperation among the BRICS countries, further expanding their economic influence on the global stage. It's important to note that this move by Saudi Arabia is not without risks and challenges. The BRICS Bank is still relatively new and faces its own set of hurdles in establishing itself as a credible global financial institution. However, with Saudi Arabia's participation, it gains greater credibility and resources to overcome these challenges. Moreover, Saudi Arabia's alignment with the BRICS nations may raise concerns among traditional allies, particularly the United States and European Union. It could potentially strain diplomatic relationships and lead to a realignment of global alliances. The global financial landscape is undergoing a transformation, and Saudi Arabia's move to join the BRICS Bank is a significant development in this shift. It represents a growing trend of countries seeking alternatives to the Western-dominated financial system and diversifying their economic partnerships. So, what does this mean for the average person? Well, the repercussions of Saudi Arabia's move could impact the global economy, currency values, and even geopolitical dynamics. It's a complex issue that requires careful observation and analysis as events unfold. We'll keep a close eye on how this story develops and bring you the latest updates. As always, stay informed, stay curious, and stay tuned. That's all for today's episode. Thank you for joining us. Until next time, take care and goodbye.